What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, May 13th, 2025, I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. Transition Army, I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. But you decided to be here with me. And I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have an action-packed show once again. But before I start the show, I always love to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transitions and beyond. So that is what we do here on Transition Tuesday. This is what we do. And also, when you come on board, I will shout you out. When you come on board, I will shout you out. Okay, guys? So let's get the show started. Let's get the show started and on the road. On the roll, okay? We'll be on the roll. So again, in transition news. In transition news.
Bing bong, it's game time in New York. Put your Timbs on. Live from the garden, homie, the Knicks is on. We got whatever for weather. Bring your squad. Yo, fix your face, stupid. Live from New York, it's the Knicks tape, stupid.
Ooh, stupid. We ain't stupid here today. We kind of rejoicing here a little bit. So in transition news, the New York Knicks take a commanding 3-1 lead versus the Boston Celtics in the semifinals of the Eastern Conference, okay? The Knicks, man. Wow, I tell you, New York is on fire here in New York City. Absolutely on fire. Man, great place to be. And also a great person to be here today. We got Dolores checking in from Jersey. What's going on, Dee Dee? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so the Knicks, man, what can I say? What can you say about number 11? See that number 11 over there, right? See that number 11? Okay, there's another number 11 in New York City. Okay, he goes by the name of Captain Clutch. Big Body Brunson. That's Jalen Brunson. Man, this guy is like becoming like a superstar right in front of our eyes. Because the difference between a star and a superstar. This guy's becoming a superstar. You know, he won the award this year for the best clutch performer. He got that, you know, this guy hits threes on a regular. He gets to his spots on the basketball court, man, at will. Any shot he wants, he gets it. He has great footwork. He has the footwork of like Akeem Olajuwon almost. Great footwork. Great up and unders, great pivots, great everything. This guy is well equipped, man. And this guy is really bringing it home for the New York Knicks. I'm telling you, man. And also, everybody's playing well. From OG to Bridges. You know, Bridges had a great game. Second half of that game, hitting jumpers, defending and stopping people. You know, you got Cat, man. Karl Anthony Towns. You know, I think that finger is broken because you can clearly say it. He clearly said that his finger was broken. So, but he's going out there gunning it out and playing well. You know, and playing well. And what can you say about Mitchell Robinson? Mitchell Robinson, man. You know, I understand the strategy of, you know, hacker Mitchell, you know, my hacker Robinson. I understand that because this coach, what he's trying to do is he's trying to get Mitchell Robinson tips to make a move to get him out the game because this guy's caused that much havoc. So, you know what I mean? But we're not succumbing to that. Mitchell Robinson, people are just stepping up. And the Garden, man, let's just talk about Knick Nation, man. Knick Nation and the Garden, man, is really doing the thing. Knick Nation, you know? But one thing, Knick Nation, we got to behave now. We got to behave. I see these videos on TikTok, you know, guys being interviewed right in that little tundra right there on 7th Avenue. You know, and people talking about SMDs and all that. Nah, chill. You know, be humble. Knick Nation, come on now. We haven't accomplished anything yet, okay? We're on the verge of beating the Boston Celtics. You got to really take them out. But again, we got to be humble, Knick Nation, okay? I still got my card for Knick Nation, okay? Still got my carrying card, okay? So I'm part of you guys. We're all together. But let's be humble about it, okay? Let's not be disrespectful, okay? At least if you're going to be disrespectful, make sure we get the job done. Then maybe you could be a little disrespectful. But, you know, man, New York is on fire, man. New York is on fire. Man, and I tell you, man, here's the question I have for the transition army. Do the Knicks have enough to beat the Celtics? Okay, they up 3-1. And again, you're going against the defending champs. You know, we see that Tatum is out, man. I just saw he just had surgery on his Achilles heel. Man, I really feel for that guy because, again, he's going to be out the remainder of this series and probably most likely the end of next year, too. So the Knicks are in a great opportunity to finish business, take care of business, you know, really seal the deal. Those are the three words the Knicks have to be content with. You got to seal the deal. Don't worry about going to the Eastern Finals and all this stuff, or maybe possibly even the championship as well. Again, you got to take advantage of the opportunities that are set before you. You got to seal the deal. You got to beat the defending champs. You know, that's the first thing. You got to beat them. You got to beat them. And injuries are part of the game. Injuries are part of the game. We got on the check-in, my guy, Uncle Smoothie, ESPN's own Uncle Smoothie. What's going on, Smooth? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome. Smooth says, we are the New York Knicks. Come on, Smooth. You know you have no part of New York City with the Knicks. But again, I digress. And Uncle Smoothie says the Celtics in 7. Come on, Smooth. Come on now. I mean, that's an easy thing to say, but we all know. The Celtics know that's not even the case. You know what I mean? I see the Knicks taking care of business for Game 5. Well, actually, let me change that. I think the Knicks will lose this next game but wrap it up in New York personally. Be a little bit of pressure on them. But again, the champion, the heart of a champion, you know, as Rudy Tomjanovich said for the Houston Rockets, you know, the same things are planning with these Boston Celtics, you know. And, you know, even though they're down a man. But again, the Boston Celtics are really ripe for the taking, even before Tatum went down. Again, Jaylen Brown doesn't have any lift. He's injured as well with his knee getting shots. Man, you got Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is like gimpy out there as well. You know, these guys are gimpy and they're ready for the taking. So, again, you can't give these guys life. So, Knicks, 3 words for y'all. You got to seal the deal. You must seal the deal. We got to do it, man. Don't worry about the Eastern Conference Championships. Don't worry about a possible championship, in which I think the Knicks this year, I think they can really win it. I think they can win it. They get past this season, I think they can really win it. I think they can really win it. Just saying, okay? I'm just saying, man. They can really win this. They can win the whole thing. But again, take baby steps. Relax, Knick Nation, okay? Relax. Let's just take care of business. Okay, let's seal the deal, okay? Speaking of sealing the deal, let's transition to the Dallas Mavericks getting the number 1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. They got the number 1 pick. So Cooper Flagg from Duke, the All-American, he's going to be the first player chosen number 1, okay? Then after that, the Spurs, they're going to get the 2nd pick in the draft, which is very interesting. And the reason why that's very interesting because you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, right, from the Bucks. He's been on record saying he is open for a possible trade. Now, keep this in mind, New Yorkers, okay? Knick Nation, let's not get happy, but this is a good thing to remember. Giannis just purchased a house in New York in the Hamptons. He just did that, right? And now he's requesting a possible trade. I mean, the Knicks had to give up a lot of assets to make that happen. But the question I have is this to the Transition Army. If you're the Dallas Mavericks and you got the number 1 pick, do you trade that number 1 pick for a guy of Giannis's caliber? Do you do that? Do you do that? It's a great question. I ask it again. Dallas, you got the number 1 pick. You on the clock. Okay? Do you trade that number 1 pick for Giannis? Do you do that? Or part B to that too. Okay? Spurs, you number 2 pick. Do you trade that pick and trade for Giannis? Man, and what that would look like. Man, with the Spurs, you got the Greek Freak and the Alien with Wemby. Oh, boy, they got to give us some assets as well. I'm sure the Bucks will want something in return because you never get an even fair trade value, you know, for a guy of Giannis's magnitude. You can never get it. But, again, you can ask for the kitchen sink, you know. If I'm them, I'm asking for, like, portions of Greek, you know, to own the Greek, all type of stuff. I'm asking for you to get the Greek Freak. So just saying. But again, Transition Army, I ask you, if you're the Dallas Mavericks first, Do you trade Cooper Flag, Cooper Flag? Do you trade him for Giannis? Do you trade that #1 pick? Could be an interesting question. Chris says, not so fast, my friends. What do you mean by that, Chris? Not so fast, my friends. You mean the Celtics, or you mean this? What I just proposed there on the draft deal, on the draft board. So yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting what we see here from that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of things to talk about in the offseason. I'm sure Giannis is very frustrated because, again, you know, speaking of injuries like that Achilles, you know, Dame Dollar went out for Achilles injury. You know what I mean? Doc Rivers didn't really get the job done. I don't think they surrounded the Greek Freak with pieces. You know, and then he had that outburst with Halliburton's dad and the other kid, numbers 00 too as well. So this guy's frustrated, and I think he's looking to make some moves. And again, like I told you guys, he you know, got a place in New York City. So maybe we can look into that, maybe not. But just saying, just facts for facts. Chris says, make the trade for the Greek Freak. Absolutely, yep. I would do it too, Smooth, because, again, he's a proven commodity. Cooper Flag is not a proven commodity. He's going to be a great player. And again, it's funny, if he goes to the Dallas Mavericks, you remember when I had those workouts before the Olympic team, and Cooper Flag was giving Anthony Davis the business, right? So again, he could be his teammate, or he could be traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. Just saying. I don't know. Just something to think about. So the draft is going to be really of importance because, again, I think that might take place during the draft. So we got to stick around in June to find that out, you know, to find that out. Well, we shall see. But Knick Nation, man, let's just keep going strong, keep going on. We got one game to go. Take it step by step. Slow down, Knick Nation, slow down. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. Hold on one second. Let me get this call. Hey, sweetie. You know I'm on, huh? You know I'm on the air right now, right? Okay, love you too. Bye-bye. That was Miss Sweetness. She says hello to everybody as well. There we go, man. Celebrate your victory. I'm celebrating the victory. My sweetheart calling me a call today. It's all good. It is all good. Celebrate your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrate your victory. Hey. 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 All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army. Hey, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for you watching Transition Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. I really appreciate you guys, okay? You can watch this show and our past show on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays. So before you leave, make sure you like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. If you haven't been following me, you can follow me on Instagram at Russ Will Transition.